Nabakbakan de mga notisya.
Así que también ya puede recuperir la una calibre 46 contra con el Dalaguita de Jude Cuarto. Tiene reconstrucción la cara, partido para el Buga.
Nabakbakan de mga komentaryo.
I challenge you at this very moment. Please accept my challenge.
Si no quiere tú que contigo anda firme allí, you resign.
Nadalida del serbisyo publiko.
Y endereza otra vez el media na covered court del barangay Upper Calarian.
Sila sila para aseabahan ko ng mga relief goods yato.
Parada del mga musika. Este, el E105.9 y Mediamo FM. Solid!
Zamboanga, di ato neste.
Solid! Y Mediamo!
na su trabajo de extender ayuda ng mga vivientes sambuangueños. Quiero el año pedir especialmente gracias un Sir Olazo, concejal, muchas gracias na Diyos te ayuda. Si concejal Idlit, Macrohon Kenya, ya ofrece también ayuda durante del diamon mga aktibidad na conduci kami ng mga diferente barangay. Sir Bong, muchas gracias. Y si Sir Jao Jimenez, may nagkiara sir, muchas gracias. Y este gale Septiembre, tiene kami conduci feeding program na lumayang and bloodletting. El esperanza kami pamilya atende 400 para 500 pamilya. So si quien man quiere concejal puede darle di ilasye mga kwan open kami. Muchas gracias y vamos. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Amistad. The chair calls for a 1-minute recess.
Imijabo. The E-Box Update.
Klaro kayo ng mga salida, ng mga news, bonito mga news sa media. Tukiri ka naman ang pag-almiyo mo yun, sa news na. Tamuli tamira.
Apuraya, iman-avail el E-Box akilang na e-media station. MCLL Highway, Divisoria. Nandito na sa Zamboanga Peninsula, ang ice candy ng bayan. Frostville Ice Candy. Ito ang ice candy na kinagigiliwan ng lahat. At ngayon, pwede mo ng pagkakitaan. Mga partners, be a Frostville Ice Candy reseller at kumita araw-araw. Tawag na sa 0905-797-7266 o sa 0920-618-9164 o bisitahin ang Facebook page Frostville Ice Candy Zamboanga. Basta Frostville Ice Candy, ice candy ng bayan.
Construction supplies and building materials. Achieve with King Paint Trade Center and Construction Supplies. For small and large buildings, even in your homes. From your roofs, doors, pipes, and all kinds of paint in all-weather paint protection. With extreme durability. You can find it only here at King Paint Trade Center and Construction Supplies. Visit us at Tumaga Putik Road, Santa Catalina Branch, and Recodo Branch.
Zamboanga, di ato na state.
Solid! Imijabo.
Energy and Public Utilities.
Refer to the several committees.
G.2, Proposed Ordinance Number 2020-84, entitled An Ordinance Adopting the No-Gift Policy to all public officials and employees within the city government of Zamboanga and providing penalties for violations thereof. Authored by Honorable Joselito M. Macron. I move for its approval on first reading.
Seconded by members Alavar, Pioc, Vincent, Polarago, Nuño, De La Cruz, Perez, Villaflores, Atilano, any comment, objection? The chair hears none. The same is hereby approved on first reading.
Move to refer to the Committee on Ordinances, Ethics, and Good Government.
Refer to the several committees.
Next, G.3, Proposed Ordinance Number 2020-85, entitled An Ordinance Granting Ms. Guillerma Reyes Lang a franchise to operate and maintain a flea market or talipapa at Zone 5, Tumaga, Zamboanga City. Authored by Honorable Members Josephine E. Parea, Albert C. Atilano, Jimmy B. Villaflores, Al Jihan R. Eding, and L. King K. Omaga. I move for its approval on first reading.
Seconded by members Pioc, Nuño, Perez, Atilano, Gingona. Any objection? Any objection? The chair hears none. The same is hereby approved on first reading.
Refer to the Committee on Ordinances, Markets, and Slaughterhouse.
Refer to the several committees.
Item H, Committee Reports. May we recognize Member Macron, H1 and H.2.
Member Macron is recognized. Yes, proceed, Member Macron. Please unmute your mic, Member Macron. Okay, proceed.
Claro, yeah?
Claro, yeah.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Chair.
Good morning, my dear colleagues. Okay, for committee report under H.1, the Committee on Public Works for meeting on September 2, 2020. I move for the acceptance of the report, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Seconded by members Dalipe, Nuño, Alavarpio, Vincent Paul Elago, Perez de la Cruz, Gingona. Any comment, objection? The chair hears none. The report is hereby accepted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Nana.
In line with the strong opposition of the constituents of Barangay Kabaluay, the committee recommends to refer the subject matter to the Office of the City Mayor and City Disaster Reduction and Management Office so that they could have the proper consultation with the Barangay Council pending the conduct of a General Assembly in the Barangay of Kabaluay. Thereafter, the matter be referred back to the year-in committee for appropriate action. I move for the approval of the report, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Seconded by members Alavar, Pio, Nuño, Vincent Polelago, Perez de la Cruz, Valesco, Gingona. Comment? Comment, member Elago, then Jimenez. Your Honor, may I just be clarified whether I got it right? You are now directing the Office of the Mayor to conduct a consultation with the people, and after which the result will be referred to you?
Yes, Mr. Chair. On the Secretary Committee hearing, no, that's the subject matter. Claro, kay cuando yung kwento yung wikita comment kami del Barangay Chairman, no, si Cap Marco Apolinario del Barangay Kabaluay. According to Nele, kay naigan hace el proper consultation ka na di sa barangay. Cuando yung I think ay mga initial consultation, nabiyal na ang initiative, kontra kayo el mga bibiyentas del Barangay Kabaluay. Por eso el committee DCD, si pwede, asi anay gayot el consultation kay din importante kayo before kita mag-proceed with the project, Mr. Chair.
So, hindi ba correct procedure is for you to report that there is a need for a consultation so that the project would be approved, correct?
Yes.
So, okay, so that will be the only recommendation that you can make, that there must be a proper consultation. You cannot approve the project because there was no proper consultation. And if this is a private, is this a private project?
This is a project actually then the atong DPWH. No, the project with the local government, kay property is owned by the local government, Mr. Chair.
So the more, if this is a national government, a project of the national government, it should be the DPWH who should conduct the consultation. The atong role key is whether we will approve or not. And if the chair now feels that there is a need for consultation, you cannot approve, then you will, in this session, you will report and say that you cannot concur or approve the project, or you are not, you do not recommend for the approval of the project. Because the entire sanggunian may, even if the committee does not recommend for the approval, but the entire body of the sanggunian may, upon the discussion of your report, upon the importance of the project, may even approve and say over the opposition of the chairman, the entire body approves it. So that possibility, I'm not saying that this will happen, but that possibility can happen. So my take here is that the recommendation should only be limited to whether you will approve it or not. And considering this is a DPWH or it will be returned back to the proponent because they will now know what to do. It is not, I think, it will be it's not incumbent upon us to tell them what they should do. It will be based on your report, and you say, for lack of consultation, the committee hereby recommends that it should not be conferred or approved by the city council. The city council now and the entire body may discuss and say that because of the importance of this project, we will approve it. Or we will say we will follow the recommendation of the chairman. And that's it. I think, Your Honor, it will be beyond us to say that the mayor should conduct or the DPWH should conduct and return it back to us. I think they will know what to do once they got our response. Jimenez, Member Jimenez, De La Cruz, Villaflores, in that order. Before Member Jimenez, I just would like to ask the committee chair or the committee member, in the future, can we include in the, at least at the start of the committee report, the SP referral of the matter so that we will know what is the scope of the conduct of the activities of the committee? Can we check the secretariat for the referral of the items for Talisayan and Cabaluay? Just go over the records. Proceed, Member Jimenez.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, colleagues. What's before us is the memorandum of agreement that is to be entered between the Department of Public Works and the City of Zamboanga. And what is sought before this office is an authority to be granted to Her Honor the Mayor to sign the same. I stand to be corrected, Mr. Chairman. I understand the referral made to the committee was accordingly acted upon, and a barangay assembly was conducted by the barangay of Cabaluay. May I know for the record, could anyone confirm that fact, Mr. Chairman? If there was a barangay assembly, so be it. So if there was a barangay assembly and the barangay assembly came out with a position that they are objecting to the use of the gymnasium as an isolation facility, what should have been done was for the assembly, for record purposes and for our official guidance, to forward to us the necessary resolution on the matter, so that with that resolution we could properly show it to Her Honor the Mayor, the executive, so they could communicate with the Department of Public Works on the matter. So may I know if there is any resolution adopted in writing by the General Assembly?
I think Member De La Cruz has information on the matter.
Good morning. There was a resolution filed by a kagawad and it was unanimously adopted in the presence of the City Health Officer, Dr. Maraviti, in the presence of the DPWH representative, in the presence of Doc Apolinario, in the presence of several councilors in attendance, I was thinking that they will have a reconsideration since the family of Doc Elmer is from the place. I was thinking that there will be consideration since it would help in the repair also of the gym, but they unanimously rejected the offer in spite of the good explanation of Doc Apolinario and Dr. Maraviti.
Under the circumstances, Mr. Chairman, since I still have been recognized, was the resolution forwarded to the office, to the Sanggunian? Do we have a copy of that? The resolution, the so-called resolution adopted. It's one thing to tell a resolution was adopted, since it's a resolution that a written one should have been forwarded to the Sanggunian Panlunsod for our proper guidance. Because we want to see also whether there was proper, the necessary quorum was there during the conduct of the General Assembly. Anyway, it's on the records per manifestation of the distinguished chairman of the Committee on Public Works, Mr. Chairman. And the recommendation appears now to be to forward to Her Honor the Mayor such objection or for the conduct of the consultation. If I would follow the recommendation, precisely, if there is already a written resolution forwarded to us based on that General Assembly, there is no need for the Office of the City Mayor to conduct such consultation because that is already an official act of the Barangay of Cabaluay. All we have to do is inform Her Honor the Mayor about the official stand of the people of the Barangay of Cabaluay. That's one comment I would like to make, Mr. Chairman. And the other, with the recent approval of Bayanihan Act 2, I believe we have also to refer this matter now to the City Legal Office for our proper guidance whether such an agreement has still to be forwarded to this Sanggunian for the grant of the authority to Her Honor the Mayor to sign the Memorandum of Agreement. This is a national government initiative. It's the Department of Public Works who answer for all expenses in the construction of the said facility. The role of the city is to identify only the location of the intended facility. That's my second point. The third point that I would like to comment, whose property is this gymnasium now in Cabaluay? Is the end user now the Barangay of Cabaluay? We know that this was constructed during the time of the distinguished then Congressman Erico Basilio Fabian, and the usual procedure until after its construction is to turn it over to the city. The city in turn turns it over to the end user, which is the Barangay of Cabaluay. Ownership-wise, who has the ownership of the gymnasium? It stands on a government lot, Mr. Chairman, who has the final say as to the use and enjoyment of this building, not the gymnasium in essence, who has the final say on its use and enjoyment. That's another matter I would like to be clarified. I hope the committee could have looked into this so that will be properly guided, especially with the approval recently of Bayanihan Act 2 by the President, Rodrigo Duterte, then we should be properly guided accordingly. So, right now, Mr. Chairman, there are still matters that I would like to be clarified on the matter. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Member De La Cruz, Villa Flores, Valesco, Olaso in that order.
It's good that the Honorable Councilor Cesar Jimenez mentioned some important points on the Bayanihan. While it is true that majority, 98% of those present were against. The DILG present reminded them of the Bayanihan law, that in spite of the objections, if it is pursued, the possibility of proceeding with it is still a possibility. On that meeting, since the people were really against, I said, we have to be open-minded, because if it happens that the victims would be from the place, it would not be anymore very far. It would be near, but they cited so many instances wherein it's near the barangay hall, it's near the elementary school, high school, and there are many houses surrounding. So I offered to Dr. Rama Rabeti and Dr. Dr. Apolinario and the DPWH, 2 places. I said, if the people in Cabaluay are not prepared to welcome such approved funding already from the national government, around 8 million, I was offering a place in Talabaan, 1 hectare, or in Sangali, 1 hectare, near the donated property that I gave to the DepEd, because this area needs really an area for our COVID patients.